Hello and welcome back to the Wisdom of Senior Yogis. On this show today, we have a special on Diwali. As you may know, there are lots and lots of festivals that are celebrated all across India. But today, we are going to talk about the significance of Diwali. Is Diwali just lighting lamps, cleaning your house, making sweets, or is there more to it? So we're going to find out what is the deeper spiritual significance of Diwali. And to help us answer these questions, we have with us today a very senior Rajyoga teacher from Brahmakumaris, Sister Meera. Sister Meera is the director of ARC, the Asia Retreat Center in Malaysia. Welcome to the show, Sister Meera.
Thank you.
Sister Meera, I'm going to start off by asking you, what exactly is the significance of cleaning the house? Because we clean our house every day. Almost all of us do that every day. But Diwali is considered a special cleaning period where we go into like the deeper aspects of house cleaning, go into those crooks and crevices. So what is the significance of that?
One of the deeper significances that Goddess Lakshmi will be invoked during Diwali. And before the invocation, they have to make sure every corner of the house is clean, so that Goddess Lakshmi can keep her foot in their house. But in fact, the spiritual significance is that I have to cleanse every corner of my mind.
Very interesting.
Because there are so many impure thoughts, negative thoughts, unnecessary thoughts in my mind that makes my mind so unclean. And so we take the broom of knowledge.
How nice.
And then remove the cobwebs in the form of sanskaras and the dust in the form of thoughts every corner, so that my mind become like a temple.
How beautiful.
Yes, where I can invoke Goddess Lakshmi.
Okay, I understand. So the significance or the connection between cleaning the house is cleaning this body, which is our house.
Not only body, actually the mind, the soul.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to create the temple in my mind so that Lakshmi can be invoked.
Okay. So it's the cleaning of the mind, which is kind of correlating to the cleaning of the house.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Now, when we talk about Sri Lakshmi, as I understand from my celebrations here in India of Diwali, Lakshmi is also worshipped as a four-hand goddess. And we know in real life, there is no human being with 4 arms. So what is the meaning of that?
In fact, Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth.
Okay.
So they are invoking wealth. Whenever a devotee go to Lakshmi, they only ask for wealth. And so on the day of Diwali, there is the invocation of Goddess of Wealth, because they want to become rich in a way with more wealth. And for us, the spiritual significance is Lakshmi comes from the word Lakshya, aim.
Okay.
So our aim in human life, every woman should become like Lakshmi, and every man should become like Narayan. And that is why you see even now today in India, when a daughter-in-law comes home, they always say, oh, Lakshmi has come, So they give this feeling, every woman like a Lakshmi. So invoking Goddess of Wealth is an auspicious sign.
That's right. When you say wealth now, we are referring to just the materialistic wealth?
Yeah, they are referring to the wealth, but we are talking about wealth of knowledge. So invoking Goddess Lakshmi is like actually invoking the wealth of knowledge into our life. But before invoking Goddess Lakshmi, they have to make sure that every corner of the home is lit. It's totally lit. There is no darkness. That is why Deepavali is celebrated in the month of Kartik on the Amavasya day, the new moon day. when there is total darkness, and then the next day only Lakshmi is invoked.
Okay.
So they make sure that every corner of the home is lit brightly, so that Goddess Lakshmi finds her way to come to their home.
So how can we use this analogy in our spiritual aspect?
So in fact, in olden days they used to use this deepak made out of mud, and they will put a wick and oil inside. So actually that deepak, which is made out of mud, represents the body made up of 5 elements, and the wick represents the soul. Oil is of the knowledge.
Wow, how nice.
So I, the soul, need to ignite my soul by practicing soul consciousness. I need to understand that I am a living light in this body made out of 5 elements of matter, and I have to keep that light lit constantly, so that there is total enlightenment in my life, so I can invoke my aim of becoming Lakshmi. Until the light of my soul is not totally ignited, I cannot attain the Lakshya, the aim of becoming Goddess Lakshmi, like Goddess.
How beautifully said. I really, really like the explanation that
But
you
you know, people only ignite that physical light, but they forget to ignite the light of the soul. And so the darkness in the life is not diminished.
Right.
Still the ignorance exists.
Right.
But external lamp is lit, that's all.
Right. So maybe every time now I light a lamp, I have to remind myself.
Yes, definitely. Every time you light a lamp, you must remind yourself, I am the living light in this body which is made up of 5 elements of matter.
That's very beautiful. Sister, you just said something about soul consciousness. This is a term that is widely used, and almost every person nowadays talks about, like, being soul conscious. How do we really get to that? Because to me, it sounds like something that's going to take a while to achieve.
Of course, it is a process, but soul consciousness means awareness.
Okay.
The soul was always in the body, but we had forgotten. So the awareness was brought to us through Rajyoga knowledge.
Okay.
So igniting the light of the soul means to keep that awareness consistently.
Okay.
So that when I leave my body, I don't need to wander around. In Hinduism, there is a custom, when someone leaves their body, they always keep a lamp lit in the place where the body is kept. And they say that this light is going to show them the path, but that light cannot show the path. So on this Diwali day, we should take inspiration to ignite the lamp of the soul in such a way that there is no more darkness in my journey of life. And I don't have any fear of where I am going to be taking birth, because my actions are going to be my witness.
Okay.
So let us take the inspiration to ignite the lamp of the soul and illuminate our life.
How very nicely said. It's really wonderful when you look at the deeper aspects of that. It kind of takes the focus away from the customs and the rituals, because unfortunately India is so caught up in just rituals. And the explanation that I'm getting from you, hopefully our viewers are enjoying it too, because that really puts a completely different perspective.
See, in Indian festivals, our ancestors started it with spiritual significance. But as it went on celebrating, people lost the spiritual significance. Only customs and systems are left. But now once again we have to bring back that life into the customs and systems by knowing the spiritual significance and bringing it practically in our life.
Right. Sweets, they're also part of the Diwali festival. Not just Diwali, all the festivals, but Diwali has its own kind of sweets that are prepared in the homes. So is there any significance to that as well?
Of course, all the festivals have sweets, which is actually to speak sweet words. You can speak words that can bring happiness or that can bring sorrow. So on a festival day, we want to make sure that, everybody is happy. So not just festival day, we must take the inspiration to speak always sweet words, so that you bring happiness and you bring comfort into the hearts of others.
Great. Sister, that just brings me to my next question. In light of what's happening around these days, there is so much chaos and, natural calamities that we're seeing around, and on a personal level too, like people are disturbed in general. Can we use this festival of Diwali to bring the right kind of happiness and bring about that change in the attitude? Or in other words, how can we use this festival of Diwali to bring some light in our life today?
No, that means we must understand, why we ignite the lamp, why we clean the house, do it spiritually. And invoking Lakshmi is like invoking the aim of my life, the purpose of my life. It's not just for working and earning money, but the greatest aim in our life is to make our life more divine and godly, not live like a life like animals, fighting and quarreling and somehow make up life. And another important significance of festival of Diwali is also about closing the old accounts and starting a new account. Especially the businessmen do that, which actually gives us a lot of inspiration. We have been doing so many karma actions in our life. Some actions are good actions, some actions are bad actions. So whatever has happened, so let us take the inspiration from Deepavali to close our old accounts. That means have a determination in our mind that I will not perform any bad actions or negative actions. Open a new account, that is, I will always perform good actions, so that my actions can be the witness in front of God when I leave my body.
Very nice. Deepavali, like any other festival, is celebrated every year. And when you just mentioned about closing the account, can we say on a lighter level that the reason we need to celebrate that every year is because we have not been able to close our accounts completely?
No, means that is a custom. But of course, if I have determination to close it for good, it is better.
Right.
But of course, businessmen do it as a tradition, for them, because especially in some part of India, it's called New Year also.
Okay.
Sal Mubarak, they always say Happy New Year, and because for them it is New Year. So it is like they're starting a new year, so new account. So they take that opportunity without knowing the significance. But we are not starting a new year. For us, Deepavali is the coronation ceremony of Lakshmi Narayan.
Okay.
The beginning of the golden age in reality. So which means that we have to permanently close our old account. It is not like a businessman, every year they open and close. We have to take a determined step to finish the account of sinful actions, bad actions, and accumulate the account of good actions as much as possible, that we can be part of the coronation ceremony of Lakshmi Narayan in the beginning of the golden age.
How beautifully said. I mean, as you're talking, I'm visualizing the golden age and, the coronation of Lakshmi and Narayan, and that just brings a lot of peace. Just, imagining this, if we have time, we'll come back to this a little bit, but I want to also ask about fireworks. Fireworks are so predominant, especially in Diwali, and, they are a little annoying, but it has become a part and parcel of the Diwali custom. Does that have any meaning?
Actually, it tells us that, you cannot have a new world on earth without the old world being destroyed. So it's a symbol of the Third World War or atomic energy that is going to be used soon to transform this world. So they have invented artificial firecrackers. They call it nitrogen bomb, atomic bomb, different names they give also. But in fact, it is the missiles that is going to be used for the destruction of the Iron Age. And of course, after the destruction of the Iron Age comes the Golden Age. So that is actually preparing ourselves, that I have to be ready to face the future world, which will be transformed through these three means: natural calamities, civil wars, and atomic energy, which will help to transform the old world into new world.
You know, that's very beautiful because to tell you the truth, I never thought of this, you know, the significance of the fireworks. I never thought of it in this perspective. So it's really, really interesting that you're shedding light on so many customs and rituals we just did without even understanding the deeper aspects of that. Can we talk a little bit more about the New World and, you know, the beginning of the New World and the ending of this? Because we almost know it's coming. I mean, you don't need anyone to tell you. Just looking at things happening around, you just know that it's coming. So can we talk a little bit more about that?
Most of the people are aware that, you know, we are now in the final period of the Iron Age. But then what is not known to people is that, that brings fear in their life is it's going to be the end of the world. But we are promising, according to God's versions, it's not the end of the world, it's new beginning. You know, there is a lot of hope for the golden dawn. So many times we have heard in Baba's Murli also that this Mahabharat war is a benevolent war which opens the gates to heaven. And even otherwise they say after the storm comes the calm, you know. Right. And so definitely after the Iron Age, the golden age has to come. Whether we want or not, whether we are ready or not, it is going to come. Right. Just like, you know, night after the night, the day follows. Whether you are sleeping, the day will still come. But then it is good that if we know that the day is going to come, why not I wake up from the sleep of ignorance and enlighten myself, ignite my soul, and make myself ready to come in that new golden age to enjoy the 100% peace, happiness, health, wealth, and prosperity.
Do all of us have a chance to come in the golden age?
Whoever makes the effort.
Okay.
You know, it's a chance is open, but you have to take the chance and make the effort accordingly to receive your reward.
Okay, well said. And the effort in this case would mean just like you said earlier, doing good things in life and cleaning yourself, cleaning your mind.
Not only that, we also need to have total purity.
Okay.
You know, Lakshmi, that is cleansing, is a sign of total purity. Purity in our mind, purity in our action, purity in our relationship. So when I have the total purity, I become eligible to come into the beginning of the golden age.
Okay, that's very nice. So this definitely can be a period of hope for people.
Yes.
Okay.
And Diwali actually brings lot of hope and excitement and happiness and, you know, bright future for humanity. It's not the end of the world, it is actually the new beginning.
You know, I'm really enjoying this conversation because there's so many new things I'm learning today in terms of how to celebrate Diwali. Sister, there are a lot of viewers out there watching us all over the world, and each one of them is going to celebrate Diwali in their own way. Is there any specific message that you would like to give them at this point?
I would like to share that, you know, let each one ignite the lamp of the soul and keep the light of the lamp lit by pouring the oil of knowledge constantly. Just like in Hindi we sing the song, Jyoti se Jyoti jagate chalo, Prem ki Ganga bahate chalo. So keep igniting another light with your light, and let there be a rosary of light, Deepavali, a rosary of light that will dispel the darkness of ignorance from this world. If each one of us can keep our light lit and dispel the darkness of ignorance in our life, together we can bring light into the whole world. And let this Deepavali also inspire you to close your accounts of old impure bad actions and start a new account of good actions, so that your actions become your witness when you face God. And let constant happiness, health, wealth and prosperity be on you as God's blessings, so that you can live a life filled with hope. So I would like to wish all of you a very happy, holy and healthy, prosperous Deepavali celebrations.
Didi, thank you so much for all this enlightening talk, but we do have time constraints and I wish we could just go on and on. But I would really like to thank you for being with us and for shedding light on this festival.
It was a great opportunity for me, and I am very happy and honored to share some of this insight which I have learned from Rajyoga for the past few years. Thank you.
Sister has shared so many beautiful details and has told us about the deeper significance of this festival of Diwali. And to sum it up in 2 lines would not do justice. I'm sure you've all been watching this. But what hit me the most was about the fireworks. And I really had never thought about that from that point of view. You know, it's like all this missiles and everything that's been happening in the world today. That is what the fireworks signify. And of course, not to mention the sweets that bring joy and happiness. And Sister also talked about cleaning the house. Next time you take a broom and start cleaning your house, maybe you want to think about cleaning the mind. And you light a lamp, think about bringing light to the soul, you know, which is what our personality is, or that's what we are. So hopefully this has helped answer many of your questions regarding this festival, and hope you've enjoyed this show as much as I have. And I wish all of you a very, very happy, prosperous, beautiful Diwali. Thanks for watching us.